by request of Schmuman. We're in 2026 now. We've made it 1 year. Thank you all very much. We are taking a look. Oh, he fell over. He fell down. It's Gamer Edition Thundercracker. He doesn't stand well. He doesn't stand well. Packaging! The front of the box shows Thundercracker's name, art, and the Studio Series logo. This side of the box shows an extended version of the art and the Studio Series logo again. The back shows a render of Thundercracker in the game and a render of the robot and alt mode of the toy. The other side of the box shows a blown-up version of the art of Thundercracker, along with the small Studio Series logo again. The top of the box shows the Chikara Tomy logo, the Transformers War for Cybertron logo, and Thundercracker's name and faction badge. Accessories! Thundercracker includes his Energon mace and a simple gun. So as you might know, this figure is inspired by the War for Cybertron games. And in those games, a big part was that the guns that the characters could use would transform out of their forearm. So to make that work on the Transformer, I'm filming this part live because you kind of need to. The arm can pop off. There's a 5mm hole in the arm and a peg on the forearm. And the gun can slide onto said peg. The gun can plug right on to the arm, utilizing the same 5mm port, which allows the gun to appear to have converted out of the arm. So yeah, that's his accessories. Head sculpt! Thundercracker's head is fairly well sculpted and expressive looking. It's pretty detailed, but the grayed out red eyes are kind of odd. I don't know if it's an error on my copy or if the eyes are just supposed to be gray like that. Quality! The overall plastic feel of Thundercracker is pretty similar to most figures, and his joints are somewhat steady during the shake test. But during the more aggressive swing test, his joints do seem very good because you want your figure to be articulation! The Thundercracker's head is on a ball joint, but it's kind of hard to access, so it's on this little hinge assembly. So you can pull the head out, which will allow you to rotate it all the way around. He's got some up, no down though, and then once you rotate it, you can pop it back in the assembly. It's just a bit easier that way. Obviously, you can get to it through the backpack and stuff. These wings on the backpack, they can fold back to help with articulation. The arms, they can rotate all the way around. They go out a little bit under full, I'd say. There's a bicep rotation. There's 90-degree of bend at the actual elbow, and the transformation joint giving you a double joint on both sides. Basically double jointed elbows, two 90-degree ones. Then there is wrist articulation that's a little bit tighter than the bicep. There's a little bit of waist, but if you do too much, it pushes this nose cone piece out. Legs can go forward, back, out. There's a thigh rotation that's a lot more this way than this way. There's a little bit more than 90 at the knee, and they do lock in. There's ankle tilt, and then there's no toe forward, but these toes are really loose on my copy and will consistently flip in. So just be careful with that. I haven't had that experience on the Starscream version of this mold, but I have on this version, so just keep that in mind. Comparison! Here is Thundercracker next to Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, Gamer Edition Megatron, Gamer Edition Ratchet, Age of the Prime's Quintus Prime, Thundercracker's transformation is pretty simple to do. Studio Series Wheeljack. It's not too transformation. It's mostly the backpack, but we're gonna start by folding up his toes just to get them out of the way. Then you're gonna take the backpack panel and you're gonna fold that down. Here you can straighten out the wings and fold them open. With those open, you can then rotate then you're gonna wanna flip them around. Then you're gonna wanna rotate the back wing pieces to form this tail fin pretty much. You're gonna open up the backpack, fold out the spikes, and close the backpack up, and now you've got your backpack nice and put together. Coming back to the front, we are going to stretch out his head and rotate his head around. Then we're gonna close up those neck panels, and basically we're gonna open his chest, and the neck pieces will tab into the body. Then you can open up the nose cone, fold the head inside, and close the nose cone up, straighten it out. Then with the arms, you're gonna rotate them around and shift them down. Then you're gonna collapse the arm backwards at the upper elbow, and then normal at the inner elbow, and then rotate at the bicep, and it will tab into the plane. So you bend it down, then up, and rotate it inwards, and they will tab into the plane and into together. Then you're gonna open the leg. With the leg open, you can shift it upwards, and the tab that holds the knee in place will now slot into a small gap in the leg. Then you can fold that panel up and fold out these small wings on the side. Same thing here, you're gonna open the leg up, you're gonna shift the leg up and lock it into place with that little tab. Then you're gonna close that panel and flip out the wing. Finally, you're just gonna compress the backpack down on everything, and it will tab into the legs, and there you've got your jet mode for Thundercracker. Alternate mode! Thundercracker converts into an alien plane mode, and it's okay. I mean, it works. It looks good, but I mean, it's just not my favorite alt mode. The colors really help it, though. Comparisons! Here is Thundercracker next to Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, Gamer Edition Megatron, Gamer Edition Ratchet, Age of the Primes Quintus Prime, and Studio Series Devastation Wheeljack. Conclusion! Overall, this figure is fine. He's pretty good, just a few little quality flaws make him not the best. And if you didn't like Gamer Edition Starscream, you won't like this figure because it is the same thing. I'd only recommend this figure if A, you don't have Gamer Edition Starscream, but you want to try out the mold, or B, you really liked Gamer Edition Starscream and want to try and complete the 3 Gamer Edition Seekers. But overall, I'd say this is a good figure. If you can find him for his old price, I'd say get him, but he's not worth the new $45 price point. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, I have more Transformers reviews on my channel. If you watched this far, you probably liked the video, so you should show that by liking the actual video. If you want to stay updated with my videos, please consider subscribing. I upload a new Transformers review almost every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.